Because that's how we do what we do.
The
With the snowmen.
snowmans
The
are,
snowmans.
oh yeah, direct. Live we is on YouTube. Hey guys, welcome to it. Thanks for tuning in to the Van Conant sessions this week.
Thank
We
you, thank you.
are This is our music part two with Tyler Ruchgy. We waiting patiently for our good friend and brother vocalist Tyler Ruchgy to come and join us when he gets to his spot. And this week we're going to go over Tyler's vocals, favorite vocalists, and then also discuss our top 10, Brett and I's top 10 guitarists. And well, there's actually 20 on the list, but we'll do the top 10 first, see how much time we have when it comes to Tyler because he likes to talk. That's good. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, yeah, no.
So,
I know he's got some good ones he's gonna bring to the table, so I'm excited for that.
in the meantime, I hope everybody's staying warm across this frigid nation. Good grief, man. I thought I was driving around in
Absolutely.
Michigan yesterday, man. We got like 3 inches of snow fluff. It turned into a literal whiteout, man. I'm like, wow, because it
I
just
know me and Dory were like, man, dad leaves to get away from it and the ship follows him. I think that happened
right.
to you last year too, didn't it?
Yeah, actually,
Or
well, we had a slush day one day. It was kind of nasty, but
like
look, man,
mother
I know, right? People are gonna be like, dude, quit effing coming down here. Yeah. Well,
bringing that shit with you,
I
man.
know some people down in Florida right now, man. They were down to like in the 20s this morning,
Yeah.
way down.
Lauren has been getting pretty cold.
So, but we're getting rid of the snows today and tomorrow, and then by the end of the week we'll be back at 60 and sunny. Good grief. Can't complain, but it's crazy how it happens occasionally, because I think about once every 10 years or so we'll get snow down here or real cold weather. Um, it does happen though. I've read back as far as the Revolutionary War when it happened, really bad weather like that, and so it's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun over there.
Yeah, you got to be real careful with that global warming. It's scary
Right,
stuff.
right. That's why we got to switch it on over to climate change or whatever.
That's
That way,
right.
it's we can just say whatever happens because of climate change. Anyways,
Right.
whole new subject. But
Tis.
while we wait for Tyler, we appreciate anyone that is joining in.
It's looking like we have 3 viewers, so yeah, thank you guys.
Very much appreciated.
Unfortunately, on YouTube, I'm unable to see who it is unless they comment. So,
Oh, right on.
yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Let us know your thoughts if you guys, anyone has vocalists you'd like to throw in the mix. And then like I said, we're gonna talk about our top guitarists. And while we're at it, our YouTube page is slowly growing thanks to you guys. And I just wanted to say
Yes,
that
yes.
also Brett's got his thing going on. We kind of do separate things as well. I've been doing my In My Words. Just posted a new one today called A Man's Word, or titled A Man's Word. These are pieces that I write. I've always liked to write. It's either poetry or just maybe philosophy, whatever you want to call it sometimes. So, and I like to narrate and read, so I'm just something I'm doing. And actually, my patriotism, unbelievably, has gotten 102 views. I was pretty shocked by that.
Heck
And
yeah.
we had one, a Francais, a guy could chime in. He had to he had to be the critic, which was, I said, hey, that's fine, man. We completely disagree because, of course, he wants to bash Trump and all that stuff and ICE. And, well, that's fine. We disagree, but that's cool. Your opinion. That's your opinion.
Right.
We all got
It's
those things too.
part of doing what, we're doing with this podcasting thing is differing opinions and
Yeah. Let the
being
haters hate. The haters hate.
being open to that being subject to happening in, an episode or two if someone might
Definitely.
disagree, like when I said, to Mr. Mountain Man Phil
Right.
that we're all immigrants. He about bit my fucking neck for that one, man. He's like,
Right.
I'm fucking not. I was like,
Right.
hold on, sir. Hear me out.
Settle down, mountain man. Uh,
No,
but
I get his point, and I love that he's passionate, and that's the type of, stuff that I love when we have guests. Um,
yep.
like with Brandon and, how he's adamant about just in depth. I like that type of stuff.
Yeah, he's got his thoughts and things too, and Brandon and I definitely disagree on some things, and that's fine.
Right.
He's I think he's a
Yep.
great guy. He's loves to try and know and learn history as much as possible. Uh, Trying to teach his kids well, which is all good. He's a good guy, genuine all around. So update as we're waiting for Tyler. Next week we're scheduled to have Becky Philby on. She travels. She's actually her and her husband of 20 years are on vacation finally for the first time in their 20-year marriage right now. He's a pilot, a commercial and professional pilot. Um, well, I'm hoping that he'll be able to join her, and we're going to discuss her travels. She does some very cool videos. If you can find Becky on you or on Facebook, that's the
Yeah.
8th. The 15th, we're going to have Jesse Ford back on, so we can all discuss our criminal background, if you will. Unfortunately, that's a reality.
Right.
The 22nd, we're going to have Danny Beals on from Port Huron to discuss
Danny.
the real deal, Danny Beals.
Yeah, I was gonna say the real deal.
Yeah, discuss professional wrestling and family, and we've now lined up Joshua Baker to discuss Yeshua, the positive message of Yeshua, on March 1st. Um, Waiting on the 8th. Looks like Tyler's chiming in. Waiting to fill the 8th at this point. We are looking like we're gonna have Skitchball on band. What's up, my brother?
Better late
Hey.
than never.
Hey, man. At least you showed up.
Man, I'm telling you, this is cool, but these things are kind of a hassle
Right?
They
As you
can
might.
be for sure.
for us untechnologically advanced folks.
Oh, man, it's all good, man. We appreciate your time once again, brother.
Oh man, I appreciate you guys having me back.
For
How
Oh
sure.
yeah.
goes
So
it?
so obviously we were obviously telling everybody what's going on. We're gonna discuss your favorite vocalist this time around and throw into the mix Brett and I's top guitarist for however much time we have.
I'm prepared to jump in on that with you guys too.
I knew
Perfect.
you would be.
I've
That's
been sending
awesome.
you, I've been sending you guys a lot of stuff. I know,
Right on.
blowing up
Yeah,
your
no, I
phones
love
on
it.
blowing up your phone on a daily basis.
That's all good, man.
It's
You
good.
send
It's
me.
It's all
a daily dose of music I haven't heard, or if I have, on the rare occasion, just jam it again.
right, right.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes if I am not able to get to it, I'm like, on my daily walk, I'm like, well, I can see what Tyler sent me today. Let's hear it, or whatever. So
Exactly.
good stuff. I don't know
Well,
if you had a list or how many vocalists you had on it, or I
Well,
don't know.
you and I kind of compared a lot of vocalists the last time I talked with you guys, with you and Brett's list, and we had a few of the vocalists were favorites of mine as well.
Right on.
I'm just gonna throw in a couple more of those, like Ian Gillan from Deep Purple.
Okay.
Okay.
That guy. He, to me, he's an amazing vocalist. It's like every album he sounds different. On the first album, Machine Head didn't even sound like him, but when you go to Perfect Strangers and things after that, he's got a great voice. He does all kinds of stuff.
Versatility.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, versatility, perfect
so
example.
so you and
That's
I
the word I was looking
you,
for.
you and I, Tyler, were going back and forth speaking of him. Or no, that's I think Ian Ashbury I was talking about. You remember, and I sent you a link to Iomi, the album Iomi did, Tony
Yeah,
did. Was there like 10 different singers? That's a really cool album.
That's a
And I'm
great
like,
album. Yeah.
wow,
it's amazing.
that's like 22 years ago already. I'm like, wow. But he does some really cool tunes with some guys on there. Peter Steele, uh,
Henry Rollins,
Henry Rollins,
Yeah.
which
yeah,
was an oddball. I was like, wow.
yeah,
I
Laffy
mean,
Taffy,
maybe not an
Laffy
oddball, but it
Taffy.
was an oddball for me when I found out it was Henry Rollins. I'm like, what?
Right,
Well,
right
that's
on.
it's always good to throw in something a little different, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and that's really cool, especially think of all them guys being able to work with him as such a famous guitarist, in Black Sabbath, and man,
Right,
very cool,
right.
very cool. A privilege for them guys for sure.
Alice Cooper's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, right
Oh
on.
yeah.
I mean, he's not really a guy with a lot of range, but just I don't know. It's something about Alice.
It's
He
his
can rock
aura.
he can rock your face off, but yet he can create a ballad that'll tear your heart out too. You know,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he
he's a
just
good singer.
he
I
did
like
some.
Alice Cooper.
Was it you? I found a new one. Was it you or somebody sent me a new one he just did? It was actually pretty cool. He mentions Kid Rock in the beginning of it and stuff.
Oh,
Uh,
Detroit City.
yeah, yeah, that's okay. That,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
definitely
that's actually a few years old, believe it or
okay.
not.
Okay.
But what a great track.
Yeah,
What a great talks about the Lions and the Tigers and the Red Wings,
yeah, yeah.
Hockey Town.
It's definitely what I like about him is also the fact it's like AC/DC that he don't really change. It's you can always tell, right? You know what I mean? He doesn't really
Right,
swing one way or another. Always appreciate that about a band because people be like, "Well, it all sounds the same." No, actually, it don't. It sounds like the band.
Right.
What it is, you know.
Yep.
right,
Just my thoughts, anyways. But
right, right.
everybody's entitled to that opinion. So I don't know if you how many vocalists you had, but we can go back and forth with guitar players as well if you want to do it that way.
Sure, sure.
Uh, so Brett and I had went back and forth, and ironically enough, he sent me the list. I sent him a picture of my list, and then he sent me his, and it was like I think about 7 out of 10 were the same. So I'm like, well, I'll just go along with his because then he mentions like an honorable mention for another 10, the next 10. So his list and top 10, and I don't know if he did you actually do it by 1 through 10 or just whatever came
No, I didn't do like a,
number
top or I
one,
kind
right?
of just right. I kind of did what I did with the singers.
Yeah.
Uh just yeah.
So
It's
our
really hard to do that whole,
it is, yeah.
top like number one.
Well, anyway,
Right.
so on our guitar players, the first one on the list is Jimi Hendrix, none other than he.
Amen.
Yeah, he was a pretty amazing
The
guitar player.
left-handed Stratocaster master.
Yeah,
Yes.
not a lot of those, man. Not a lot of lefties out there. I think Kurt Cobain was a lefty.
Right?
Okay.
Uh, who else that I'm trying to think of? It's hard to think of them off the top of my head. Uh, can you think of any off the top of your head, Tyler?
No, I'm
Who
trying to
plays
think too.
left-handed?
Of what
Actually,
now?
who,
Nirvana tracks or Hendrix tracks?
no, no, guitar players. Who plays
Guitar
left-handed?
players?
Trying to think who's left-handed.
Oh, left-handers. Oh, gee
Wasn't he
whiz.
actually Healy wasn't he?
No,
No, was he
no,
right?
Healy was right-handed.
Okay, I'm trying to picture him in the video now, with the guitar on his lap, and I couldn't remember. It's been a while.
I don't really know of anybody else left-handed
Yeah, there's
right
not a
off the
lot of
top of my head.
not a lot of them. Anyways,
Yeah, I can't either.
so how many vocalists, more vocalists, do you think you got?
We'll see some of my vocalists are also like singers slash guitar players. So
Okay,
our lists are going to mingle rather well, I think.
cool.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, Another one of my favorite singers, the guys from the Eagles, Glenn Fry, Don
Okay.
Henley, Joe Walsh,
Definitely.
all three of those guys, incredible voices
Oh
and
yeah.
incredible guitar player, Joe Walsh.
Yeah.
And then Don Henley, to be a drummer and be such an accomplished
Right.
vocalist and drummer at the same time was always pretty great too.
I that stuff baffles me, man. I get all confused when I try to sing and drum at the same time.
I can't
Which
even
it
drum.
sounds like it would be easy, I guess, but I don't know, it's just not to me. It took
Well,
me a very long time to be able to finally like because I'm right-handed, but I play like yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I
Yeah,
play
both.
backwards, so
That is funny, right, Tyler? Because Brett and I both on percussion, we're right-handed, but we actually play like a left-handed drummer. I don't know why. It don't make any sense really, but I mean, well,
yeah, we don't cross the
we don't do
arms.
the crossover, right? So riding the snares with the left hand, that's just how we play, right? I don't know what's
Hey,
going on.
whatever works, man.
Right. Um, yeah, so and Don Henley definitely sticks out in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah,
Hard
absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah, was it Michael Cardelloni from Night Ranger and Damn Yankees?
Ah,
All right.
how could I? Come
Yeah.
on, forgot Night Ranger. See, that's
Well,
what I'm saying. I bonk myself in the head. Sometimes forget.
That one damn Yankees tune is friggin' sweet. That real popular one. They're playing like in this house or out on the front porch. The sheriff comes. What is it? Or the cops or whatever. What song is that? I can't think of it. Ted's chewing bubble gum while he's doing a solo. uh, I can't think of it. Anyways, yeah, that they rock, man. That's some good stuff there. Uh, Next on our guitarist list is Stevie Ray Vaughan.
oh man,
That guy, and
that's my main man right there.
I love his vocals too, man. I tell you, he's
Amen.
excellent together,
He's another
man.
one of my favorite singers.
What an amazing combination that guy was, and what a
Oh
tragedy
yeah.
to lose him like that. You know, and ironic, right? He straightens himself up, he's sober, and then he crashes in a helicopter in the side of a mountain.
Right.
His story is something else, man. That guy, I used to really follow him a lot when I was younger, and his story, working at a restaurant, falling in a big vat of grease, and he's like, "That's it, I'm done.
Yep.
I'm gonna be a rock star."
And then he got fired.
Yep.
The lady fired him because he broke the top on the lid on the
All
grease.
right. Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But
Uh,
yeah, oh Stevie, I was blessed to see him three times, and
Oh man, that's amazing.
Too cool.
once with Greg Allman, and once with the Stray Cats, and once with the Fabulous Thunderbirds
Wow.
when his brother was playing with Jimmy Vaughn was playing with the Fabulous Thunderbirds,
Okay.
and
Heck yeah.
they did Pipeline, the song Pipeline together on a double neck guitar. It was just Stevie and Jimmy.
Yep.
Stevie was sitting on a
Yep.
stool, and Jimmy had his arms wrapped around him. They did that in concert. That was so cool to see that.
Oh wow,
Oh, I
you got to
bet.
see that live. That's sweet.
Yep, I did
Uh,
get to see it live.
where how close were you to Stevie when you seen him? Or what's the closest you
The
were, I should say?
the closest I was sixth row center section.
Nice, dude. Right on.
Right,
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was there.
But you ended up there.
Hey, nobody was sitting there, and I managed to score an open spot before the usher said, "Can I see your ticket, please?" So I just jumped right
Wow.
in there, and it was right in the middle of Texas flood,
Nice.
and he's whipping the Strat around behind his back and playing and doing solos, and then singing and playing behind his back, and then whipping it back and forth to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. And yeah, I don't know, it just the first time I saw him was just it's not a big fancy show,
Right.
but it was like a crowd of 1,000 people watching a tennis match, because every little move he made, everybody's head turned that way, everybody's head turned that way. It was like in sync. It was almost like robotic. It was really wild.
Wow. That's
But
cool.
he just had he just had that talent and that amazingness to just get that grip on you and hold you there.
Yeah, his playing was just immense, unbelievable. Yeah, it's amazing. So you're six places or six rows back. Shoot, you could probably see the white in his nostrils from there at the time.
Actually, that was 89 when he cleaned up.
Okay, right on.
He had cleaned up. I did see I saw the Soul to Soul tour in
Okay.
86, and then I saw 87, which would have been Live Alive, and then again in 89, which would have been the In Step tour. I actually still have that tour t-shirt
Wow, cool. Nice.
from the show.
Very
Um,
cool, man.
we have a question from Patrick.
Yes,
Um,
Patrick.
Right.
I think Patrick saw
guitar.
some questions last time.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
learning that.
yes, thank you, Pat. Guitar and vocals CSN and Y. I'm not sure if CSN,
Cros- Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
okay,
All
okay.
right.
Absolutely. David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, and Neil Young.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never.
Heck
Woodstock.
yeah.
Highly recommend that track. Is a great song from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Right on. Neil Young, I was never really a fan of his, but I can see the group. You know, I definitely
They,
recognize it. So
yeah, they had incredible harmonies, and they were well. You got Ohio and Cinnamon Girl and some of
right.
their bigger tracks like that. That they were definitely more of a vocal group than a guitar showmanship group, but definitely incredible. More of a folk feel, I guess.
Cinnamon
I would say.
Cinnamon Girl, that was remade by Peter Steele with you know what I'm talking about? What's the band with Peter Steele? Uh
Typo negative.
Typo Negative. They redid that song. You ever heard it?
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard their rendition either.
I don't remember what album that would be on because it's geez 20. Maybe it wasn't a remake, but I'm pretty sure it was. I'd have to look into it at this point.
I
But
want to live with a
that's it. Yeah,
cinnamon girl.
that's it.
If
Yeah,
I could be happy the rest of my life with the cinnamon
Cinnamon
girl.
Girl. That's it. So yeah, definitely they remade that. Uh,
Now I gotta hear that for sure.
next on
Like
my
some like some
next,
typo negative.
yeah, absolutely. Next on our guitarist list is none other than Eddie Van Halen, another amazing guitar player. Man, wow, the techniques he came up with, and from the keyboard to the neck of the guitar, and their story is amazing too. Him and his brother, because they were raised musically as well. You know, that's pretty
Right.
very neat. It's another sad tragedy, man. Dude died of cancer. He was pretty young. His
Yeah.
son, his son. I don't know if you ever seen any Wolfgang stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's
Mammoth.
Yeah, he does some pretty cool stuff, man. He's got some cool videos because he plays everything, and then
Right.
so he'll do the shots of him like coming in looking for himself, you know, some videos and stuff, and it's pretty cool. A cool twist. He did a video. I don't know if you ever seen it. I encourage anybody that's a fan. It's a tearjerker, obviously, because it's video footage of him and his dad all the way from when he was real little up until the time that Eddie passed. So yeah, pretty emotional.
Oh,
But
I'll check that out.
yeah, see, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, it's a tearjerker. Um, any other vocalists to add to that before we move down the list?
Well, another favorite vocalist slash guitar player would be Warren Haynes. I know I keep preaching him to you guys, but I'm telling you, since we've lost Stevie Ray, he has been my emotional music replacement, I guess one would say.
Right on.
Um, just the guy is so deep and so versatile in everything he does. He's got his hands in a lot of different projects. He really does. And I just love the way his vocals sound. And as far as a guitar player, he's a hell of a guitar player. He's a hell of a slide player. You know, just really honestly can't say enough of good stuff about the guy. He's real humble and
That's always
real,
good.
really an excellent guy.
okay.
Very cool. Yeah, you sent me some video clips that are pretty awesome of him and what's the guy jamming with him? I know you sent me some clips them practicing. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Usually with Derek Trucks, a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
of them I've sent you, and then I've sent you a couple of them. The one song on a real lonely night was that's just him and his solo band,
Okay,
and the saxophone player on that track, Ron Holloway, is just phenomenal. and
Okay.
the way they trade off with the keys and the sax and the guitar, and yeah, it's a little bit longer track, but it's worth every second for a live track, and just to be right there and jam it out in your face is it's
Yeah,
that's where I'm at. I that's what I
absolutely.
love about the blues. It's in front of you. It's raw. It's power. It's emotional, but yet it it tells a story.
Right.
It tells a story. It starts out slow, and then it builds up, and then it brings you back down and kind of ends for you. That's one of the things I love about the blues. It's just the story and the emotion and the purity of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Um,
Uh,
so next on our list, man, this guy, Randy Rhodes.
Oh yes,
Yes.
That guy.
yes,
I mean, if for anybody that doesn't know much about Randy Rhodes, that man, uh, young man, unfortunately lost his life when he was playing with Ozzy with the stupid incident. But man, the guy, if you look back and he was trained in classical music. I think his mother didn't his mother run a college or taught. He was trained in classical music, and he put that on the guitar neck, man, like a madman in his solos and his styles. Um, he did. You probably know D, the classical piece that it's
right.
man, that is so. I learned to play that, and that obviously takes a minute. And that's amazing stuff right there. And he took that style to lead guitar with Ozzy, and just amazing stuff, man. Makes my hair stand up thinking about it. You know.
Oh well, I mean, Blizzard of Oz, of course, popularity wise, and I guess one would say radio friendly wise. Great album. But if you really want to get in depth, Randy Rhodes, then you need to go on to Diary of a Madman,
Right on.
and the things that he played on, like Sato and things like that off of that album are just mind blowing. Mr. Crowley from Blizzard of Oz is mind blowing too. The
Oh, yeah.
solo
Yep.
in that. But Randy Rhodes, an incredible talent.
Yeah.
Another,
Also, people. I'm not sure. A lot of people probably don't realize he was at least one of the founders of Quiet Riot.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Back in the day, I used to have this old VHS video of Ozzy called "Don't Blame Me,"
Okay.
and it was basically an autobiography of Ozzy from just before he started with Black Sabbath when they were Earth,
Ah, really?
and then formed Black Sabbath, and how they came up with the name. They were going to a gig one time, and they were lining up outside at the theater to watch the movie Black Sabbath, and Tony Iommi said, "Isn't it a hell of a thing that people will line up outside to watch a movie called Black Sabbath, and hence the name?" Well, that would be kind of cool.
Right.
And history was made.
I forgot about that because I've watched some history stuff on them too. That's pretty neat. I forgot about that, but yep, that's
But they
true.
did say that Randy Rhodes, even out on tour, would go to the inner city and find a classically trained teacher or guitar teacher or a classically
Yeah.
trained guitarist, not necessarily even technically a teacher, and seek out different techniques, and still consumed with learning and doing things as he was touring the states too, which
Yeah,
is pretty awesome.
it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you listen to D, what I was speaking of, I don't know if for those of her who are watching and listening or whatever, the song D that he does is, I don't know, it's probably a minute, minute and a half, whatever. It's just a little short classical piece. But if you have the album, there's the outtakes, and that's the coolest thing to just sit and listen to him. When he'll say, "Oops, there's a Jad." I made a little mistake there in recording it, and it's just
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful. But
it brings the reality home
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
because it's not as easy as everyone thinks, is it, guys?
No, it's not.
No. No.
No,
It's
man,
it's as fun as everyone thinks,
it is,
but it's
especially
not as easy as everyone thinks.
right.
You
And
can say that again.
once you start learning and you get a little, get good at it, and it's like, wow, this is fun. Yeah, for sure. Next up, Daryl Abbott, aka Dimebag Daryl, another amazing guitar player.
Not my style of music personally, but I
Yeah,
do agree with you. As far as an amazing guitar player and incredible shredder.
for sure.
Wow, speed was undeniable and unbelievable,
Yeah,
and he kind of Pantera was great for bringing a lot of that to the forefront,
definitely.
stepping up the game anyway.
Yeah, they jammed. So Brett, we used to call him Mini Vinny, with the double bass, like Dimebag's brother Vinny. So Brett always had the nickname Mini Vinny back in the day when we were jamming all the time. It was good times.
Certainly.
Uh, next
Little
up,
Bonzo.
right on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Next up on the list, man, one of my favorite guys today, and Zach Wild, man. For those of you who know
Yes.
of Zach Wild, that guy is amazing.
Well, being that I saw Ozzy four times, I Zach was with him three out of four. Yeah, the Osmosis tour.
Okay.
When I saw him at the Palace, um, he had a young, like a 19-year-old kid, Joey something, playing guitar for him on that tour.
Oh, really?
But I saw Zach for the No More Tears tour. I always saw that. I saw him twice on that tour, and then I saw the No Rest for the Wicked tour. Anthrax opened up for him at that one
Wow. And
down at Cobo Hall.
look at the difference in Zach then, when he joined Ozzy, he was what, like 19, I believe. Uh,
Yeah,
little skinny dude. Now he's about 100 pounds heavier, all filled out, beer drinking son bitch with a beard down to his chest. Uh,
money will money will do that for you.
yeah, but dude's he's just amazing, man. If for those of you who have never heard of Black Label Society, highly encourage you to check them out. Zach does
Amen.
amazing music, man. He's a pianist and a vocalist and a slashing guitar player, man. That dude's amazing, truly amazing. And he gives all credit for his vocals to Ozzy. And you can hear it. He learned to sing listening to Ozzy all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
can hear a lot of his inspiration from Ozzy in his voice for sure.
Right.
No doubt about it. So, any did you have any other vocalists on your mind there?
Greg Allman.
Oh, for sure, yeah, yeah.
Greg Allman, one of my all-time favorite singers. Talk about soul.
Now was
Greg
he
Allman.
Yeah, yeah.
just in the Allman Brothers? Was is that all he ever did, or did he do other gigs?
I don't think he really joined any other groups. He did a lot of
Okay.
solo stuff.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Oh yeah, a lot of solo stuff. I would recommend looking up his solo version of Whippin' Post is really really cool. Brett, you would dig it. It's heavily percussive.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
heck yeah.
Really cool version of it.
Very cool.
Right
Um,
on.
and two of my favorite guitar players, of course, stem from that group: Warren Haynes and Derek Trucks.
All right. Okay.
I just
Uh,
watched a video the other day of Derek Trucks when he was 13 years old
wow.
and opened up for the Allman Brothers doing Layla, the
Oh my
solo
goodness.
for Layla on a slide. You guys, if you get the chance to find it, just this little 13-year-old kid standing there in a baseball cap and shorts and a t-shirt,
Nice.
looking totally nonchalant and just pulling off the most amazing solo. And the thing about this kid with the slide, he doesn't use a pick. Have you guys noticed that?
Uh-uh.
He
Mm-mm.
uses his fingers. He does not use a
Nice.
pick.
Oh
He
man.
just uses his hand.
That just adds an extra level of skill, in my opinion.
Oh,
It's
definitely,
amazing,
definitely.
absolutely amazing.
Uh,
And I just listened to a great track from them today, too, guys. Please write down and listen to All Right from the Derek Trucks Band.
oh, all right, all right,
All
All right.
right.
all
It's
right.
all right. It's going to be all right.
I'll write that down right now. The Derek trucks.
Same.
Uh, Next up on our list on the guitarists is none other than Jimmy Page.
Oh, yes.
Very cool.
Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page.
You know, I was never really a Zeppelin fan, but it was like an acquired taste with beer. And once I started listening to them, I know I know every song. I probably listened to every song 100 times, but most of them I couldn't tell you the name of because they all have different weird names. You know what I mean? Uh, Obviously, there's some of them that you know, Stairway to Heaven. Some of them are obviously easy to pick.
Immigration song.
Immigration
Uh,
song,
Fool in the Rain is one of my favorites.
yeah. But there's so many songs, and the titles are. It's like, what song is that? I know the song, but they're just not. They're not like the typical songs. You know, the names. They're
Right.
lengthier names. But amazing band for sure.
Achilles' Last Stand
Yep,
from the President's album.
yep.
Oh, I've seen Jimmy Page. I saw him twice with the Firm, and
Okay,
I saw him once solo with the Outrider tour when he released his Outrider album. And I saw, actually, that was a great month that year. I saw Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, and Robert Plant all in the same month
nice.
that year.
Holy smokes.
That's
That
great.
was pretty wild. Jimmy
Um,
Page
Heck
was the
yeah.
best one of all, to be totally honest with you.
Very
But then I
cool.
did see him again too, um, with the Page Plant tour.
So I've
And Jimmy Page has been one of my favorites forever too.
Nice. Yep. Absolutely. Have you ever heard back in I believe it would have been like 93 ish or four? He did an album with David Coverdale.
Oh
Coverdale
yeah,
Page.
Coverdale Page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Shake
whole
My
album
Tree.
rocks. Yeah, that whole album
Yep.
rocks for sure.
Amen.
Uh,
Well, they used to give David Coverdale a lot of flack
oh, for
about and Whitesnake about trying to be a Zeppelin copy band, but I really never I I don't know. I
I don't
love
see
Led
it.
Zeppelin and I love Whitesnake both, and Coverdale
Absolutely.
is another one of my favorite singers.
Heck yeah.
But I don't hear the likeness or a copy edition at all. Do you?
No, I think it's
No.
another hairdo. Maybe that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
You
there's
know,
that, but
no, nothing. No, they're totally different. Totally different. See, I think Whitesnake is definitely more of a '90s rock band, or you know, '80s '90s rock band for sure. Not like Zeppelin, not in my opinion, no. But
Right.
I think equally as good, maybe or close, but not the same at all. I definitely don't see him copying Zeppelin at all. Anyways,
right.
um, next up, Chuck Berry.
Chicken picking Chuck.
Right on.
Yeah, buddy. You know, one of my you guys remember Mart? You remember Tom from Mart?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
He used to have the blues on and music on in there all the time. And one day I walked in there and he had on an old blues piano player called Johnny Johnson. And there's a song called Tanqueray that's really, really cool. Keith Richards does the guitar solo in it. I would highly recommend if you like piano blues, and just kind of a
Yep.
laid back groove. Tanqueray is a great song.
Like Tanqueray, like the drink.
Yep,
Really?
Mhm.
Oof.
yep. I'm going around the corner. I'm gonna have a drink at Tanqueray.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's
But
a really, really cool song.
uh,
But he is Johnny Johnson is the actual inspiration for Chuck Berry's Johnny Be Good.
oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
And him and Chuck Berry did a lot of collaborating back and forth back in that time.
Not a
And
chance. It was Marty McFly. I seen it on it was totally Marty McFly,
Hello,
man.
McFly.
right. Speaking of
Nah.
Tom, man, from Toronto Mart, I just got to say, the funny guy, he was always, when he'd give you your Tolo, it was 389 cents, wasn't $3.89. You remember? He'd
Yeah.
always do,
Yeah, that's what he would do with me too. Yeah.
189 cents or, 589 cents. It was never $5 or, so
Mhm.
he was a great guy. Yeah. I lived
Yeah.
on Market for.
Rest in peace, Tom.
Absolutely. It's strange when I go through Marlette to see that whole place darkened and nothing going on
Yeah,
there.
I agree.
It's sad, is what it is.
It is, yeah, it is.
But
Uh,
we're growing. We got a slider place now.
right.
Yeah, I heard of that. How was that?
I have no idea.
He says I have no idea. We'll probably keep it that way.
I just stick with what I know is good.
Right.
Absolutely. And next up, Eric Clapton,
Yes.
Yes.
excellent guitar player and singer, in my opinion.
Amen.
Yeah, I think,
All the way from Cream, Derek and the Dominoes, and solo stuff forever.
yeah. Hard to believe. What is Eric, man? He's got to be about 80 now. I don't know.
Probably pretty close. I'm not
If,
sure
if
how old he is.
yeah, if not. And then
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
we actually had already mentioned him, but last on the top 10 list was Tony Iommi on our guitarist. Yeah, he was good, man. He kind of brought rock to a new era or a new level, I guess you'd say, back in the day with his guitar playing and using his
Oh,
uh using his
he had
little
that
rubber.
edge. He
Remember
had
the
that.
Yeah, the edge. Yeah.
Yeah, what do we call it? That
Grunge
grind.
almost.
That grind.
yeah, yeah,
Like a
Oh,
grunge
geez, the
almost, but
crisp, that crispy edge,
yeah,
and that chunk that people weren't used to. They were used to Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles
right.
and pop rock. The Southern Cal rock was coming through the radio at that time, and then here comes Tony Iommi and Ozzy Osbourne, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward.
Yeah.
Look
And
out!
and Tony had the little caps because he chopped the tips of his fingers off on a press or something at a shop he worked at. So he had those little rubber tips he would use to playing guitar. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
and he's got like they almost look like thimbles because he cut the real tips of his fingers off. So he had these little rubber things that he put on. I don't know, two or three of his fingers to play guitar. If you
Wow,
look at it close up, you'll see him on his fingers.
The more you
that's
know.
wild.
Yeah, pretty wild. And then in honorable mentions, Brett put together a list, which was a few of the other ones I had written down. BB King was number one on that one.
I saw
Uh,
BB King with Kenny Wayne Shepherd
nice.
at Clarkston or at Pine Knob DTE, and it was BB King's 89th birthday.
Wow. So I actually
Wow.
had Kenny Wayne Shepherd on my list, and I didn't include it here. But man,
Yeah, that's another one of my favorite guitar players right
yeah,
there. That guy,
excellent. And what's that singer's name? I can't think of him, but he's great too.
Noah Hunt.
Okay, yeah, excellent band.
Yeah,
Uh,
in fact, I sent that. He did the remake of Joe Walsh's "Turn to Stone." I sent that to Brett. He was like, "Man, I put that
Yep.
on my list."
Yep. Yep.
I sent him
Heck
like
yeah,
four
dude.
songs that day. He's like, "Man, I loved every one of them. I put them all on my list."
Sure did. Truth.
cool.
I
And then
love that.
number two on the honorable mentions is Prince, none other than Prince.
Prince.
He was an
What
excellent
about
guitar.
Angus?
Yep, he's in there. He's in there.
He's in
Yep.
there too.
Little, I was going to mention him earlier, but I didn't want to ruin it when you mentioned the little guy, 13-year-old with his shorts and shirt. Because
Yeah.
if you remember the Angus story, I think it was his sister that made him the suit, the cut the shorts, and the ACDC come from the logo on the sewing machine. Ah,
Yep.
it's ACDC. So they named the band ACDC. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
I actually had Angus on the list, didn't I? On the honorable mentions.
yeah, he was coming up
Okay.
here
Yep.
below the
You
next
guys
one.
know the story behind the song "Highway to Hell," don't you?
Uh, well, there's
I
some,
do not.
I know some
That
pieces.
it's not actually about going to hell.
Oh, right. It's about the lifestyle.
Yeah, it was about I guess there used to be this bar in Australia before they made it big that was way down in the valley, and they had to travel a treacherous mountain road, very, very narrow, and a lot of bands on the way to play that bar had lost their lives before that. So them guys took it all and wrapped it and twisted it around and made the song Highway to Hell out of it.
Very cool.
So I didn't, yeah, I don't think I ever read or heard that. But
Yep.
obviously, I know that it also, of course, everybody wants to claim something different of it.
Right.
Right.
Not like there's some
Add
evil people or something. No, it ain't nothing to do with that. I mean, I can totally see it. Well, the lifestyle of a rock star, man, it can be hellish.
Right.
Especially if you let it get to the best of you. Billy Gibbons, Brett had on the honorable mentions.
Oh, absolutely, Billy Gibbons. I love ZZ Top.
They were cool.
I love his voice too.
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. Sammy
definitely.
had him on an episode. It was really cool. Sammy does that little thing where he interviews different musicians. You ever seen any of that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool stuff, man. Then Angus was next, and Brett has Carlos Santana on here.
Amen, Carlos.
Next up, also Kirk Hammett, one of my favorites as far as lead guitar goes, for sure. He was very inspirational to me learning guitar in my early 20s because I didn't, my first guitar I had at 16, but I didn't really learn how to play until my mid 20s, probably earlier mid 20s. And Kirk Hammett was a big inspiration. I learned a lot of different scales and stuff from him. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
for sure. And George Harrison next on that list. What do you think about him?
Oh, I love George Harrison.
Right on.
King of the rhythm guitar.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the rhythm, it was kind of hard to not put him on the honorable mentions for me.
Amen. And Glenn Fry for that too.
Definitely.
Glenn Fry from the Eagles, he was also
Yeah,
pretty much close to strictly a rhythm guy. The A lot of the guys, I think it was Don Henley from the Eagles, said that Glenn Fry was absolutely the best rhythm guitar player he'd ever heard.
Cool. Next
I'm
couple
a big
more.
fan of what about Joe Perry? Is he on your list?
He's not, but I definitely is definitely a great guitar player and what a great band. Uh, yeah, Aerosmith. Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
absolutely. Yep. You can't mistake that name, and if you don't know
Yeah,
Aerosmith,
that's
man,
another head bonker, man. Like, man, how did I not I don't know have that one on there.
Well, I mean, as far as a list of greatness, we could go on forever.
Oh yeah,
right? Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
You know?
So we got Brian May. I think obviously
Yes.
Yep,
definitely he's man, that was an amazing band too. Wow, all the way through and through. I think we mentioned.
agreed.
Oh, you mentioned him earlier too, Keith Richards. Uh,
Yep.
Yep.
Robin Williams talking about Keith Richards being so old.
He gets a whole blood change out. He gets-
I smoked your uncle. Did you know
Right.
that?
Yeah,
I was
and did
waiting
you
for it.
know
Yeah,
that?
that's great. Yeah, that's great. Speaking of him, man, Tyler, you won't want to miss. Let me show you. Eventually, once Brett and I get through this book, uh, we're
Ah,
gonna do a
yes.
podcast on his life, and he was an amazing actor, amazing person.
Big fan of that guy.
Man, how could you not be? What a
Same.
great guy.
Oh, just unbelievable amount of intelligence in that man. And
Absolutely.
I think it
Yes.
was just I think there was just so much honestly, I think there was so much genius cooped up inside of there that the only way he could express himself was just to be a complete damn nut like he was, you know.
Right.
Right,
He
right.
was
They said,
nasty.
my son Alex is a huge Robin Williams fan, and he's got a majority of his live stuff on DVD and stuff like that. And they said that he was just so wound up that he would come to the show and do like a 2 hour show of stand up and then leave the hall and go to the bar and do more stand up until like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when everybody else was just like, okay, man, we gotta go. And he was still just blah, 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 off the wall and
Oh, I can
doing,
definitely see that.
but I think there was just so much genius and so much talent cooped up inside of that guy. There was just no way for him to really keep it contained. And
Right,
thank God, because look at the entertainment we got from it.
Right.
for
All
sure.
the way from Mork and Mindy to some of the best
Yeah.
movies you'll ever see.
Yeah. Goodwill Hunting is one of my favorites, man. The drama. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's a tearjerker.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams. Yep.
Yep. Just watched that the other day. What dreams may come.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And
crazy.
on our vocalist list, last but not least, honorable mentions is Dave Mustaine. What do you think
Dave
about?
Mustaine, Mr. Megadeth.
Yeah. What do you think about? You like
I
Megadeth
just,
or no?
yeah, I like
Yeah.
Megadeth. I just listened to their new album. They just dropped a new album the other day. It was out on Spotify, and I
Okay. Yep.
I listened to a majority of the tracks. I didn't like it as well as Cryptic Writings, but that's me. And
Right on.
a lot of folks that I know didn't like Cryptic Writings as well because they prefer the older, heavier
Right.
uh, Megadeth. But I liked Cryptic Writings
I did
myself.
too. I did too.
Yeah.
Um, and there I got a couple of tracks for their new album on my like list.
Yeah. Okay. There. So I watch Dromeo a lot just to keep up with some of the drummers and stuff. It's just cool to watch. Well, their Megadeth's new drummer, that Dirks Van Buren, is on there. Man, that guy's friggin' nuts, amazing on the drums, man. Wow. So
Have
Um,
you have you looked at any of the new material with Rush's new drummer?
I
no,
have not.
I didn't even know they were doing something with a new drummer.
Yeah,
Really?
they're gonna come back on tour, I believe, with a new
Wow.
Wow.
drummer.
I didn't know that.
And she's female and from Australia and incredible.
Wow, really?
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to check
Yeah,
that out.
That's super cool.
I
Uh,
suggest you look into it, fellas.
Well, we got more
Absolutely.
homework for the next meeting.
That's right.
You know it for sure.
Have you guys
I was
have
gonna
you,
say, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Tyler.
go ahead, Brett.
Andy McKay. I did not add him to the list, but he's another phenomenal guitarist that if you guys aren't familiar with, he's got songs like Rylan. Um, I can't even think of some of his songs because, like Dad said about Zeppelin, he's got some off the wall names for his songs, but he doesn't sing. He just plays guitar and he kind of does like some of the tapping stuff on it as he's playing and um incredible guitarist. It's just one of them you can put on the song and just it's kind of one of them I'd recommend if you like listening to music when you sleep or not off to sleep, something like
Right,
that.
right. Andy
Mhm.
McKay.
Yep. Adam, I'm sorry. It's either no, it's Andy McKay. Yep, it's
Andy
Andy.
McKay. Okay. Um, uh,
Mhm.
Guitar players, Robin Trower. Are you guys familiar with Robin Trower?
I am. Yeah, he is very good. Yep. I haven't listened to him in a long time, but I think back in the day when you and I talked, I think you're the one that introduced me to that guy. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure. Yep.
I've seen him 5, 6 times in concert too. And another incredible guitar player, Bridge of Sighs. His highly recommended album was probably his biggest selling album as far as popularity wise and radio wise, but definitely some great listening there. Joe Satriani, there's another one of my favorite guitar players I've seen several times.
I was
Yeah, he
just
was on Dad's. Yeah, he was
I was
on.
just gonna tell you, I got two more here that I was gonna mention, and Joe is one of them. Man,
Yeah.
Man, that guy's
Great minds
amazing.
think alike, brother.
Absolutely. And one other one that I had on here also was Mark Tremonti from Creed.
Yeah, that was another head
Yeah.
bonker, man. Didn't
That
put
guy
that
is
one on my list.
very amazing guitar player for sure. He was another one that through the later '90s and stuff, I kind of was looking through because I used to get like Guitar World and stuff, and they'd have pieces in there and stuff about the guitarists and the scales they use and how you know teaching stuff. So I learned stuff from him as well, and he's an amazing guitar player. He's actually a vocalist as well. I'm not really fond of his stuff really, but it's pretty cool if you like that stuff. But
Uh-huh.
his guitar playing is absolutely amazing though, for sure. So
I
Joe
remember
Bonamassa.
when we went and seen Creed live pops and they opened with Bullets and Mark
oh
busted that guitar string
yeah.
and he just kept rocking, dude, and they just swapped out the guitar and he didn't even miss a man, that was so cool.
Yeah, you
You've
know what?
seen the
Tan
video of Stevie Ray do that in Little Sister, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Heck
that's
yeah.
awesome. That's so sweet.
It is. I love it. That was when I took Brett. He was real little. Me and his mom took him. That was actually at the Palace, man. No longer there.
Yep. Yeah, Tantric opened for them.
Yeah, Tantric is cool, man. You ever listen to any of Tantric, Tyler?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
they're well. It's Creed with a different singer, man. They're great too. Absolutely.
Tantric was Days in the New with a different singer,
They're Days
but
of the New. I'm sorry. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Days of the New was great. I don't know whatever happened with that guy. I think the singer
Yeah, they were awesome too.
Travis Meeks, that guy, the singer.
Shelf in the Room, touch, peel, and stand.
Yep. Yep.
When they first, matter of fact, speaking of them, I seen them at DTE when they first came out, and there was like nobody there. I'm the only one yelling. I'm like, you guys are nuts. These guys rock, man, because it was like it was some new stuff. It was unplugged rock and roll, basically. You know what I mean? It was jamming. I'm like, this freaking rocks, man. And everybody's sitting down. I'm like, woo, boy,
Yeah.
So that was good stuff, man. Good stuff.
And being familiar with being those guys on stage, that's always appreciated too.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
it's your, you're not covering somebody else, man. You're putting your own shit out there, and
Right.
this is what I came up with, and hopefully it does something for you. Obviously, not everything works for everybody all the time, but
Right.
as long as you
Exactly.
can reach a couple people, man, it's always the best thing.
Definitely,
Agree.
man.
Such a great
Absolutely.
feeling.
It is for sure. Speaking of that, we're coming up on our hour. Have you are you still doing the contest there in Lexington, or is that over?
No, no, that's over.
Is it over? That
Nope, I
guess you didn't
chose to
win
do a
then,
song that I'd never done before, and I'll probably never do again.
yeah. Well, right on.
No, see, it's
Did that
I guess
Ricky Pacino win?
it was kind of the song choice, but when you go there, you're your own person. There's no backing tracks, there's no backing vocals.
Right.
It's just music and you. So if you like pick a track by the Eagles, you want to look for something where somebody's just pretty much doing a solo thing, or something where the harmonies and stuff like that aren't really all that prevalent. But I tried to do The Stroke by Billy Squire, which I thought, wow, and
Okay.
I was kind of pumped up. A lot of people know The Stroke, and how can you not get pumped up and want to yell "Stroke, Stroke" every
Right.
time it comes on? But it didn't go over as well this year, so just gotta knock that one out and step up my game for next year.
Right
Can't
on,
win them
man.
all.
Right on. No, that's cool. Did
It's
did
tough being a big kid.
who won that? Did that Ricky Pacino win that?
I didn't even pay attention, to be
Oh,
honest
right
with you.
on.
He
I
said, you know
well,
what? I'm
Shame
just
on me.
that's all right. I was kind of guessing by some of the posts I've seen from the guy, but I never looked into it because I thought for sure, obviously, if you'd have won, I'd have heard from you. But anyways, no, it's all good. It's the competition is good, and it's all your singing's great, brother.
Well, I
Man,
appreciate it, bro. But
absolutely.
I
I've still got bragging rights there. I'm the only guy that's won more than one time, and I'm the only person that's ever won three times there. So,
that's
you
pretty
know,
cool.
they still can't touch this.
Yeah, good
Brandon
man.
there.
Pat again says, great great show again, fellas. Always entertaining, and I get some new information sometimes. Keep it up. Rock
Thanks,
on,
Pat.
Pat.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we appreciate it. And yeah, we appreciate you joining, Tyler. We're gonna close this thing up.
Absolutely, man.
Like I said,
Thanks, you guys.
we try to keep it to an hour because the attention spans are short these days, and it's
Absolutely.
not only that, but it is a lot. It's very time consuming because then I have to go back and edit and then repost it, get it out on YouTube. So it's a podcast deal, and but we appreciate it, and we're continuing to grow. At this point, we're almost booked out through the end of March with guests. So we appreciate all your time, man. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing it. So
Right.
This is great, man. Oh, you guys, behind you 100%. Support you all the way, and I can't thank you enough for taking the time to have me back on and listen to me ramble.
Oh, we
absolutely.
love it.
Well, as always, we'll be in touch, Tyler, and hopefully we can do it again sometime
Yeah,
soon.
well, we need to get it together and get together in person one of these days, fellas,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and
hopefully
relive some good
I
old
would love
memories.
that. I would
hopefully we
love
can
that.
do that this summer sometime, Tyler, for sure. So
Awesome.
we'll let you go, man. You be safe out there in this frigid ass freezing
All
country
right,
we're in.
guys. Rock and roll. Thank
Right.
you.
Rock
Rock
and
and roll,
roll.
brother.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
Peace.
Heck yeah, man.
He's looking. How do I get myself off from here? So I had to remove him.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
putting you in the waiting room. No, I'm just kidding. No, we
Go
we
wait over
totally
there.
we totally appreciate it, man. And for those of you who watched and that are sticking around, I don't know. I seen thumbs up, so I don't know if my computer's just doing that to make me feel better, but it's all
No,
good.
I was wondering that too. It
They're just
happened twice. We were sitting here talking and a little thumb comes up
yeah, there
and
was
then it
one
just
here,
sits
one
by your
here.
thing and then disappears. And then it did it again. I was like, oh, all right.
My computer's trying to make me feel better about myself. That's all right.
Good job.
Yeah,
Good
right.
job.
Thumbs up, mate. So I was thinking today, I'd like maybe in the starting next week, maybe next week, I'd like to start adding, because I used to do my POTUS thing in the end, and
Yeah,
I think I might want to start doing like a this day in history type of thing or something like that. Not anything long, just to say, this happened on this day this many years ago or whatever. Something cool. There's always like tidbits and facts type of stuff. So I may start throwing that in there soon.
for sure.
And then Brett, you had talked about also doing something possibly with your opinions or whatever you want to call it, or
Oh yeah, just well, I mean, I say unpopular opinions, but that's
unpopular
just
opinions,
my
right?
opinion. So, I
Right.
mean, maybe they're not unpopular. Maybe
Right.
I'll have a lot more people agree with me than what I think, but
Right.
yeah, I gotta throw some stuff together for that, and obviously we got a week, so I got time to do that. But I'd like
Right.
to throw like just a couple minutes, little, not even
Right.
maybe a couple minutes, just I I did the rooster vacuum back in the day, and that was just a tip of the day. So, but
Right. Rooster
it's I guess it's
vacuum.
still an unpopular opinion, don't be a rooster vacuum.
So
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
that was our laughter's best medicine stuff right there. But man, for sure.
Yeah, it's good stuff too.
So with that said, guys, listen, everyone be safe out there in this frigid ass weather we're having, and we will see you next week with Becky Philby. If you get a chance to check out my feed, and I repost some of her stuff, and she does some amazing videos from flying and landing and takeoff and all the good stuff, and all her travels, and it's very cool. We're gonna have her on next week. And looking forward to that. And we got some other stuff lining up. I'll keep posting out and letting you guys know. So again, we appreciate it, and
Yes, very much.
we will see you again next week. Uh, until we can do it more often, I'd like to, but at this point, we just can't do it. But at this point, we will continue to do live at 5 on Sundays, and so we will see you next week at 5 on the Vancouver sessions. Thanks for joining, man. Peace from Grovetown, Georgia.
He's from Peck, Michigan.